one of the greatest SNL sketches of all time when the world first learned of Bill Murray's musical talent.
Yes, Bill just actually went on a concert tour around the world, and he's joining us now from New York with renowned world cellist Jan Vogler. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for taking the time, gentlemen. I know we're speaking to you guys from 30 Rock in New York City, coincidentally the same place where you just did that classic SNL skit in the late 70s. What's it like when you go back into that building, Mr. Murray?
Well, we just walked up to Studio 8H where we did the show and watched them go through a read-through. It's Wednesday afternoon. I thought, oh my God, they're doing the read-through. First time you read the sketches and hear the sketches. And instead of doing it in a small room with everyone sort of on top of each other, piled on top of each other and all the different departments, they are spread over the entire floor of the studio, which is the biggest one in NBC here, 15 feet apart. Everyone has a microphone at their own table. It looks like some sort of baby UN, like childhood UN kind of thing. And they're funny. It's funny. It's funny to watch, and it's life or death. We were watching a sketch where there was only one person laughing, which means that was the writer of the sketch laughing at his own sketch.
That's awesome, exactly.
And Jan, for you joining Mr. Murray right there, how did this partnership come about?
Well, we met in Berlin at the airport, and Bill was asking me how I would get this big box in the overhead compartment. He was talking about my cello. And I think that was already a very funny moment. And then when I came into the plane, the big coincidence was that the cello was sitting in the window seat, I was sitting on the aisle, and across the aisle was Bill. What are the chances, right? So, and then there was a movie on the movie program of the airline, which was Stripes, which I had not seen, and I put one together. I was sitting next to Bill Murray watching Stripes. That was the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
Well, that's an incredible story. But just so I'm clear, let me understand, your cello flies first class?
Yes, you and I get bumped for his cello, Mario. That's it. And his cello gets the window seat, too.
I was just processing that. And now, cut to, you travel the globe together with your show, New World. So what does the show look like?
We did about 65 shows around the world. And our final show of that run, we played the Acropolis, the Parthenon in Athens, Greece. And our friend Andrew Moscato said, hey, you know, we could film that thing and it would be beautiful to see. It's a nice place. You know, it's not a bad showroom. And it's been there for a couple thousand years. So we had our work cut out for us to match up to some of the people that have been there before. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful crowd. And they have good food and drink after the show.
Heck yeah, those fans look wild. And guys, we have a look at the documentary. Here it is.
I feel charming, oh so charming. It's alarming how charming I feel. And so pretty that I hardly can believe I'm real. See the pretty girl in the mirror there? Who can that attractive girl be?
This is sensational.
Bravo. This is such a trip. So
come on, you've all done that. You've all done that at home alone. Come on, Mario, be honest.
Hey, listen, on a Tuesday once in a while, you know.
Weekend. And the documentary comes out on Groundhog Day. Now, Jan, I know you just saw Stripes. I don't know if you've seen Groundhog Day. But, Bill, if you had to pick a favorite scene from that movie, what do you remember most?
I remember doing this one scene with Andie MacDowell where I was stuffing this big piece of cake into my mouth. And it was a challenge because my mouth is good size. You know, it's above average, I'd say. But this cake was well above average. And it took all my training, all my technical skills, and all my devotion and emotion to get this damn piece of cake in my mouth. And Andie kept, like, flubbing her line. So I had to eat about 8 pieces of cake. But it was, I kept looking at her like, come on, you're helping me. I thought she may have been torturing me. I probably had it coming. You know, looking back, I'm sure that's what it was.
Oh, man. Well, I could spend all day talking about the classic films. What I'd like to ask you, Mr. Murray, it's no surprise you popping up in this classic
Hey, you don't
music.
call me Mr. Murray. Just call me Dr. Murray.
Dr. Murray.
Hey, Senator.
Senator Murray, yes. You're known to pop up in random places. How do you decide which place you pop up at?
I'm just waiting for that moment, and it's coming. The moment when you only get good news. So that's why I'm picking my spots, and I'm just laying low till the good news starts to come. And then I'll be, I'll be just standing on street corners.
Yeah, now Bill was here
pulling people over.
Yeah, in New York for 2 days. We spent time together, and I think this film makes us so passionate, and I think we want people to experience it. And I think then, of course, we are there for some good cause, I think, to do something, right?
Yeah, it's a good cause. Yeah.
Inspirational, that's for sure. Dr. Murray, not too long ago, you were doing some karaoke with Clint Eastwood, correct? How was it performing together?
But he did sing a song called "I Talked to the Trees" a long time ago in a movie, and he doesn't like to talk about that. He doesn't like to talk about, because
That's footage.
Would you mind singing "I Talk to the Trees"? And he just gives you the look.
Doctor, what is your karaoke song?
Brandy by Looking Glass.
She's a fine girl. That's a great jam right there.
Oh.
Both of you gentlemen are looking very fashionable. And Bill, I know you have a golf line, correct?
Oh, yeah. They're clothes for people that keep score, and and they're, they're on, you can find them. It's called William Murray Golf because it's formal. Very formal golf.
Well, we always highlight fashion icons on this show. Tell us about this look. What was your inspiration? What were you going for?
Well, that's at the Cannes Film Festival. Right in front of you, there's about 150 or 200 photographers who are all screaming at you with a European accent. Bill! Bill, over here, Bill! And they get really angry if you look not in their direction. So I just thought, I'll give them the coat. They could take a picture of the coat. Calm down, everybody. And you have to whirl around and go both directions. Oh, well, there you go.
That's classic.
That was just before the golf line when it was more of a military operation to complete 18 holes. It was kind of it was a black op.
And Jan, for you,
no,
I can play the cello, but no golf. No golf.
No golf.
He's not an athlete. He's not an athlete. He's a musician. He was raised in East Berlin. He's a communist. They blood test him all. There's dope.
We'll put him on the fairway. He can be with the cello playing.
And fight him.
Yeah, I cheer with some music.
Give him a
for my favorite players.
Yeah, give him a bratwurst stand on one of the tees or something.
There we go.
Don't allow him.
your man, the brat.
Maybe you can caddy, or maybe I can caddy, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a little tough. Gentlemen, outstanding chatting with you today.
Congratulations
Thank you so
on
much.
the documentary. Thank you so much for your time. Very nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Appreciate
And
it.
listen, you can check out the documentary, New Worlds, The Cradle of Civilization, in theaters February 2nd.